And today, daytime television entertainment has lost the self-proclaimed, quote, ringmaster of civilization's end, a host whose show he claimed was real reality television and nothing like the fabricated dramas we see today. Love it or hate it, his show was watched by millions. Tonight, we remember him. Do you recognize this man? This is Gerald Norman Springer, better known as Jerry Springer. I'm sure you've heard of his show. It began in 1991 and ran for 27 seasons. In 1998, his show did the unthinkable. It surpassed the very successful The Oprah Winfrey Show with 12 million viewers. Today, after a brief illness, Jerry Springer died peacefully at his home in the Chicago suburbs. He was 79 years old. Maybe you were a proud fan of his show. Maybe you were a sheepish one, or maybe you could not stand it, finding its content too base, too crude, highlighting the worst of America. And those would all be valid reactions. The Jerry Springer Show was notorious because it was controversial. Indeed, it was a kind of cultural and moral gladiator ring where on-set fights were the norm, even hoped for. Such emotional turmoil and outrageous antics kept viewers coming back wondering what will happen next. Jerry Springer's life carried the same element of surprise. His career had twists and turns that many of you may not have known about. Springer was born during World War II in an underground London railway station that was acting as a bomb shelter. His Jewish parents had fled to England from Germany, eventually settling in Queens, New York, when Springer was 5 years old. In college, Springer studied political science and then off to law school, earning a law degree from Northwestern University. For several years, Springer pursued politics. He worked as an aide to Robert F. Kennedy's 1968 presidential campaign. And then Springer was elected to Cincinnati City Council, later becoming mayor. After that, Springer pivoted to television, eventually becoming co-anchor at Cincinnati's TV station WLWT Channel 5. How does a man then transition to an expletive-filled daytime talk show? Here's Jerry Springer discussing the logic behind participants volunteering to come on his show.
If I can read a magazine article about who some celebrity slept with or what they're doing, why not? Let's talk about my personal life.
So is reality TV more democratic than our political system today?
Well, probably, yes. And probably it's because you don't have to register to vote. You just got to have a remote.
It's that it exploits poor people.
I disagree. I anchored the news for 10 years. I was a journalist for 10 years. That was exploitation, and I'll tell you why. Never once was there a conversation in the newsroom that we should drop a story because this story might hurt this person, ruin their career, ruin their marriage, or cause them discomfort. But if one thinks that wealthy, powerful people have cornered the market on virtue, like they don't cheat, they don't do bad things in life, that's just wrong. Television should reflect, in a free society, the entire culture.
Regardless how you felt about his show, Jerry Springer did enthrall a nation from many different stages, literally and figuratively. Jerry Springer was a Renaissance man of sorts, running the spectrum of culture. And tonight, we remember him.